welcome back to the channel. This video is a little bit different to normal because we're actually going to showcase another product. Oh my God. So I'm across multiple platforms, cloud-based platforms, and I think you could say technology agnostic. So I just care about giving the right solution to customers and to clients and to small business and not-for-profits. So whereby mainly I deal with Salesforce CRM, it has open API depending on your license type. But 9 times out of 10, obviously you want to connect sales and marketing together. I have got other videos on that topic. But what we would sort of talk about is your email marketing strategy. And so obviously Salesforce has its own solution, but it is actually, I want to say very premium in its price range and its price point. And so for some small business, it's just a little bit out of their comfort zone and their budget. So there is a very comparable product out there, and it is called ActiveCampaign. I find it is very, very similar to Pardot. Some of its features, and I probably will do a more in-depth video on what ActiveCampaign actually is, and I'll go through all the features and everything like that. But if you are here and you already know what ActiveCampaign is, then I am here to show you how to connect it to Salesforce. So ActiveCampaign has its own licensing structure, and it's not like Salesforce at all. But you will need the appropriate type of ActiveCampaign license in order to be able to integrate it to Salesforce. But first and foremost, obviously you need a Salesforce account, and we will be using the Salesforce App Exchange. So I'm just going to start sharing my screen. So I'm actually sharing with you at the moment what ActiveCampaign looks like. And yeah, it's a little bit, well, it's like all these other sort of like cloud-based products, of course. So what we would do is we go to the 9 dots on Salesforce. You can do it this way, and you can also go to the URL for the App Exchange itself. You can Google it and log in with your Salesforce credentials. So we would then just search for on this side and go ahead, pick it and get it now. Open the login screen. So we're going to install ActiveCampaign off the App Exchange, but you're obviously going to have it's required. We're going to need an ActiveCampaign account as well. So I have a link here and also in the description below to go and grab yourself your own ActiveCampaign account. And then we can hook up the two together. This might take a little while. The thing you can do when you're installing apps off the App Exchange is go back to Salesforce and go to your setup. Then what you do on the left-hand side is type in install, and you'll have an install packages option. And this lists all the things that you've installed into Salesforce or what has been pre-installed. So currently it hasn't been installed, it's still waiting. And normally speaking, you'll get an email to say that it has been installed successfully. Cool, so it's installed, which is awesome. Go to the 9 dots. And now when we search for ActiveCampaign, it will be an application in Salesforce. And then we just follow the wizard on the way through. Cool. So we are going to get started. So the first thing is you will need to grab your ActiveCampaign account name and the API key. And these are located in your ActiveCampaign account and under the settings option. When you go ahead, you will find developer, and then you will find the information to copy across. So we'll just take out the HTTPS. And then you click authorize. Okay, so it didn't like that. So let's just take out this authorize. Okay, so it's now been connected. And now we authorize it the other way around. Oh, so yeah, you'll know when you are on the right license type because you'll have the rest of the menu available to you to edit. And it's as simple as just mapping through the fields. So there's the standard lead fields, the standard contact fields, and then your custom lead and custom contact fields. Then the most important thing, in my opinion, is making sure you've also mapped across your opportunity standard fields as well. This way, then you can listen for triggers in the ActiveCampaign automation side. So it's really, really useful to do that. And once you've taken those steps, you will be synced. So there's a few things. Well, actually, so there's that component, which is actually this setup. And then we go ahead and put some of the important stuff on the Salesforce front. So just bear with them. ActiveCampaign components to the page layout. So when we go and edit this page, we will add the ActiveCampaign component to the page. And that is so we can see the engagement, so we can see when someone's opened an email, if they've entered into an automation. It's really useful to your users to be able to see this information. So wherever you want to drop it, let's pop it in there, and let's pop that in there. So that will save it across your lead page layouts effectively, unless you've got, you know, different profiles and applications, but you can set all that. Let's go to Object Manager. We'll do it on lead. We'd do it on contact. We would do it on opportunity. But I'm going to just focus on the contact record for now. Go to page layout, go to your contact layout, and then you'll find your ActiveCampaign fields. So the one that I really care about is the sync status, because I use that in my list views as well to see what's pending, waiting to be synced, because ActiveCampaign and Salesforce will sync every hour unless you've made it longer. But more importantly, you can, you know, obviously make manual interventions if you need to, because obviously if you've got automation set up on ActiveCampaign side, it's really, really critical that your contacts and opportunities are synced. So I'll do that on the opportunity as well. Just stick it on the page layout for you. And like with Pardot, again, I will refer to that a lot because it works so similar. Your opportunity in Salesforce must have a contact role applied in order for the opportunity to sync across. So the behavior is actually very, very similar. That's why I do recommend this as a more economical option. And if you ever found that you've exhausted all avenues with ActiveCampaign, then you could look at maybe some other sort of more comprehensive tools to use on the Salesforce platform. But to be fair, ActiveCampaign is actually phenomenal, and I am really looking forward to doing a video all about that actually for you.